ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce that the Noosa Sheraton Resort and Spa sponsorship for the Noosa Man and the Biosphere totals some $60,000. Obviously, I'd like you to join me in congratulating Stephen Farino, the General Manager of the resort, its owners on what is a terrific vote of confidence in the future of the biosphere and in the future of Noosa itself. Good on you, Stephen.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you've done. And now it's your turn, sir.
To Glenn and Bob and Michael and other distinguished guests, it's a real honour to stand here before you today and speak, so thank you very much for your time. Here at the Sheraton Noosa Resort and Spa, we believe that economic growth and the well-being of society are inextricably linked to the health of the environment. Through collaboration with our hotel owners, Valid, we are thrilled to be able to sponsor the Noosa Biosphere and begin a journey that will lead the way for businesses on the Sunshine Coast to follow. And in doing so, reduce the environmental impact of our activities and continually improve and innovate so we can all enjoy this most beautiful of places. We strongly believe that our efforts to support a healthy environment serve the interests of both current and future generations and constitute the foundation for enduring success. At Sheraton, we have announced a commitment to reduce energy and water consumption at all of our hotels worldwide over the next 10 years. Specifically, we have pledged to achieve a 30% reduction in energy use and a 20% decrease in water consumption per room. Like our sponsorship though, these targets are not just numbers. They represent our commitment to creating positive change around the world and prove that protecting the environment makes sound business sense. Like our parent company Starwood and our owners Valid, we are here in Noosa and are committed to the biosphere and effective permanent change to ensure our actions back up the words. Along with the many projects and initiatives you'll see around the hotel, here today we're planting 100 native tree species in association with Landcare Noosa to offset all the emissions from this event. These goals and initiatives will reduce our operating costs. They will attract guests who are choosing brands that share their environmental concerns, and it will excite, thank you very much, it will excite associates who have a passion for doing the right thing. In short, these goals are critical to the way we see the future and how we define success. We are all responsible for a more sustainable tomorrow, and that includes this hospitality industry, which we can and must reshape to address environmental issues and conserve natural resources. Those companies that genuinely do will reap enormous benefits that will go beyond the bottom line. So thank you everyone for coming here today and sharing this vision with us all.
See Steve and his crew here at the Sheraton, probably the most obvious of the man part of the man in the biosphere around here, and as Glenn said, a building with some history of consternation in this community. To see that organisation coming aboard to the Biosphere program and committing itself not only in dollars to support the program. There has been a lot of passion from a lot of people in this community about where we live and who we are and what we are. I've been fortunate to be part of that. I do have a, I suppose, recognised high profile in that, but by no means was I the architect of it. You know, I learnt along the way some fairly amazing things from fairly amazing people. So this biosphere thing is about this community. It's about the people in it, and about the people who want to be in it, and the people who used to be in it. For the work that they're doing here in maintaining the passion. Because without the passion, we don't have what we've got. And without the passion, we will lose the thing that's most important to us, and that's where we live and our lifestyle.
The extent by which we can create a lifestyle we want and still maintain our biodiversity, for me, is the benchmark of this community's sustainability. Noosa is a very, very special place. What distinguishes man and the biosphere designation is the community's active participation in innovative conservation of landscapes, ecosystems, species and genetic variation. It's also about sustainable development, which is economic and social and culturally adaptive. They are, in effect, laboratories for the world. If mankind is to survive, then a biosphere such as we have in Noosa, that involves humanity as much as the environment, must also survive if we are to avoid the legacy of desolation and hopelessness for future generations.
I think it's recognition, one, that the biosphere is a critical part of our future, and obviously a critical part of the tourism future here as well. People see Noosa as an eco-tourism destination, and to think that a 5 or 6 star venue like this is not only committing to the quality of the product, but indeed to actually walking the walk as well, as we can see with the eco-bin and all the other things they're doing. I mean, they've reduced their waste to landfill by something like 70% over the last couple of years. Great effort on behalf of the Sheraton.
Everything in our programs on site, we have a Make a Green choice where guests can receive $20 to use in the hotel if they choose not to have their room serviced, and instead they get to enjoy the facility, and we save on all the costs associated with that, and they contribute to the environment at the same time that we do.
Biobin is a point of source separation for organic material. It allows commercial facilities such as the Sheraton to separate all of their food waste, digestible waste and organic material, which then gets recovered and recycled into the organic stream, ends up as soils, composts, mulch, even your potting mix.
The value for this company is to provide $60,000 to the Biosphere organisation to use that funding to support projects in our community that will make a real difference, and that's what we're excited about.
It's very important because it shows that businesses are now recognising the value of the biosphere, its economic drivers, how it links into the social fabric of the community, very important. We're also looking at the money being spent to support our communication strategy to make the biosphere more accessible in terms of information. The money's spent on our website, it's spent on Biosphere Day, and it's spent on our radio program.